first stop on our 2011 tour is the Island Golf Club in Donabate in North County Dublin. Situated across the estuary from Malahide, this course has a quite unique setting. It is surrounded on three sides by the sea and up until 1973 was only accessible by boat across the estuary from Malahide. Some of the superintendents from last year's TurfNet Goes to Ireland trip played the Island Club and were very impressed. So visitors on this year's trip are sure to have a very enjoyable and challenging round at this most unusual of golf courses. So we are very excited to present the Island Golf Club as the first in this series of TurfNet Goes to Ireland 2011, presented by Syngenta.
Yeah, we're standing down here on just off the side of the 14 tee box. The 14 tee box is actually the foundation of the original clubhouse, the very first clubhouse. Now, just from Malahide, where they used to approach the island, they had to do it by boat from Malahide. Now, they originally used the boat from 1875 up to 1973 when they stopped. Just stumps left in the tide. Yeah. That's where they used to, the lad used to come across there, row them across, and the golfers used to walk across here, up onto the steps, and that's where the first clubhouse was. Now, against the first one was called the Hut, and you'll see in the old photographs, the summons, John Joe was his name, across with the boat. They used to have a disc. They used to turn the disc, and he knew by whatever way the disc was facing, he either wanted them, but they had to do it on the column of the tide. If you were having a bad round, you could have missed the tide and a bad day's golf. Dennis McFerrin, his year of captaincy, he wanted to commemorate the time where they used to row from Malahide. So it was his idea to have a plaque made, bronze plaque. Originally he had it where the steps, where they walked off the jetty and they approached the old clubhouse. But unfortunately, when he had it standing there, he got an awful lot of stick from the members to say that it looked like a headstone. And some clever dick was after putting a few flowers at the base of it. So I got a phone call on Monday morning, Johnny, shift it out there, will you? And I said to him, well, where do you want me to put it? I said, I could have a few ideas where I'd like to put it. Because to shift what that's sitting in into granite was no easy task. So when I shifted it once, I told him, it ain't moving again.
And of course, we're straight away onto the subject of grass. We had a chat with Johnny O'Sullivan, the course superintendent here, about the programmes he runs at the club.
The programme that we're on at the moment, 3 years ago, we got the STRI involved here. We signed up, the club has signed up to the Irish Links Initiative, which you've probably heard of around the country. We're the same. And the programme here is, we're going to seed with nothing but pure fescue. Try to put back in the native grasses for links golf courses. We started 3 years ago and we're well on our way now. We're 3 seasons, this is the 4th season, coming into the 4th season. And the difference, the percentage that's changed on the greens, it is working, but you have to stick to it and you have to be consistent. But it is working. And I've extended the greens programme, which is basically cut back on the nitrogen, cut back on the water. So you're not encouraging the meadow grass here. The POA here is the natural grass in Ireland. You'll never keep it out. I don't care, any greenkeeper tells you we've pure this, we've pure that. You won't keep meadow grass out, full stop. But what we do is try to encourage the seed bed that favours the fescue. And once we do that, and you have to be consistent in putting the seed in. There's a delivery of seed in today, right? I've spent €15,000 last year on seed. Portmarnock will be double that, or close to it, right? That's the type of thing. Now we're an 18 hole. Members will tell you it's 18 hole. I have 24 greens to look after, so it's 24 holes. The plan is over the next couple of years, without dropping the height of cut through the playing season, but increase the speed. Right. What you've seen out there today, the last top dressing, right? That top dressing programme, that was just the tees we were doing. I've extended the greens programme onto the tees. Now they're getting the same, roughly the same. So it's coming on, the whole golf course is changing and coming on at the same rate. We're standing on the back of the 15th green. Now over the winter here, we had a very cold winter and a lot of snow. It was a very cold winter, but the amount of snow we had left lying on the greens we got 2 greens severely hit, the 15 and the 7 with snow mould. Now snow mould, the reason that these are 2 clay-based greens on the links, they're 2 of the oldest greens. So if you look, you might be able to pick up the scars and the line, the lines of seed that we did put in. Now, the programme was, after the snow mould, one was I was asked, I would clear the snow off the greens by the members. And you can't really explain to some of them, you just leave it as it is, let Mother Nature take its course, then do something with it. So when the snow went, I was left with a headache. So what I did was aeration, spray a fungicide, wait till the temperature comes up now, and we stitch seed the fescue. I was happy in one sense to see the scars. The members went mad. I seen it as an opportunity to get the proper grasses. So I hammered them. As you can see the lines now, get the fescue into them. They're only starting to recover now. We're getting a bit of heat. As you see, this green surrounded by dunes. The 7 was the same. Surrounded, it holds the cold, all the cold air, holds the moisture. It being clay based, that was one of the major problems. It held on to everything. But now we're coming into summertime. Hopefully we'll kick off now. Consistent growth, they won't be worried about it. Lads start getting their birdies, winning competitions, that's it. It was the first time ever I think any of us seen it. Certainly for me it was a learning point of view of how to deal with it. But then again, as I say, every day is a school day. You learn something every day, and that's what it's all about. Technology now, we have a Vireto seeder. I can seed the greens, roll them behind. The member wouldn't even know that the greens were seeded. That's the difference. So it does keep them quiet. But yes, they do get nervous. Anytime they see us with a machine near the green, what are you doing to the course now? So it's just nature with them, it's just leave them alone. As soon as they see the sun coming out and the ball is rolling on the green. But unfortunately, it doesn't stay like that unless you do something to them. It's keeping them like that. So yes, they do get nervous.
Then Johnny took us round to take a closer look at the 15th hole, one of the signature holes on the course.
So it is a lovely par 5. So ideally you want to be hitting off here. A driver, 3 bunkers down the left. Plenty of room on the right hand side. There's a bailout for the short. If you're too short on the left hand side, you can't see it from here. But ideally, it's a driver. Second shot is blind. There is a disc marker above the green we can see here in the distance. Ideally you want to be playing an iron, unless you're a good wood, to go for the green in 2. It is a risk reward if you're good with your iron or good with your woods. Other than that, play safe, use the handicap, lay up, play clever. Because this course has a tendency to jump up and bite you when you think you have it sorted. That's the beauty of links. And saying that, I'd just like to say with the Turfnet lads coming here, when they do come to the Island Golf Course, you can be damn sure they will be treated to an honest but challenging test on a genuine true links golf course. And I'd like to see the scorecards lads at the end of it, and then give us your views on it.
Well, that's it from County Dublin. Next time we head south to County Wicklow, the Garden of Ireland and Woodenbridge Golf Club on Turfnet Goes to Ireland 2011, presented by Syngenta.